Hi everyone, I'm Matt Moniz, and this is the Gear Fit 2, Samsung's take on what a fitness wearable should look like. It has built-in GPS, a heart rate monitor, and is capable of tracking your steps while providing you with notifications. Now there are tons of fitness wearables on the market. It's becoming quite tough choosing the right one. So has Samsung managed to nail the perfect fitness wearable? Let's find out. Are you sick of paying full price for your apps from the Google Play Store? You should be, because Google doesn't offer any incentives. That's why you should check out the Amazon App Store instead. Not only can you get most of the apps that the Play Store has, but the option to collect virtual coins and save money on app or in-app purchases. Virtual coins can be purchased or collected every time you buy an app. The more virtual coins you have, the bigger the savings. Now, I play a lot of Hearthstone, and the other day I bought a hero as an in-game purchase. On the Google Play Store, that would have costed me $9.99, but because I used virtual coins, I saved 18%. Click on the link in the description for my top 5 favorite games and instructions on how to install the Amazon App Store. Start saving today. When I first saw the Samsung Gear Fit 2, I wasn't a big fan of the design. It looked long and skinny and weirdly curved. But after placing it on my arm, it all started to make sense. It contoured around my wrist perfectly, and the vertical screen allows me to see more of my notifications. The other thing that I noticed is how incredibly light it feels. It's the first time I've worn a wearable and felt like I'm not actually wearing one. For me, this is important because I'm not a big fan of wearing watches for too long. I like a clean wrist as I find jewelry or accessories to get in the way of me poning noobs in Overwatch. But there is one thing I don't like about the design, and that's the clasp. Instead of the traditional loop, it has a hook. I find the hook easily gets detached if I accidentally rub my arm against something. The bands clip on and off similarly to the Gear S2, which means you can purchase different bands if the default are not to your liking. Hopefully ones with an actual loop become available. There's a heart rate monitor underneath that automatically takes your heart rate every so often. 2 buttons rest on the side, the bottom one turns on the watch and gets you to the main menu, while the top button takes you back a step. Most of the interactions will be done by touch as it's using Samsung's Tizen OS. I said it before in my Gear S2 review that I really like Tizen for smartwatches. The operating system is well designed and it works fluidly. The only downfall is the lack of apps that are available. The Gear Fit 2 does all the standard stuff that other wearables do, like track your steps, monitor your heart rate, and tell you how many calories you have burned. It also allows you to store your music on the watch if you don't want to carry your phone. But what makes it so unique from the competition is that it has GPS. A lot of fitness trackers still don't have it, which is a shame because mapping out your run and following it on your watch is a nice feature. It also has various types of exercises that you can time or record, and it can even detect the type of exercise you're doing. For example, I was on the elliptical and it knew I was on it, so it started to time my workout. It can do the same thing for 14 other types of exercises as well. Everything is recorded on the watch and synced with the S Health app. But the goodies don't end there. It records your sleep, and if you're inactive for too long, it tells you to get off your butt and move around. It has a water and caffeine log to record how many cups you had in a day to help you determine if you're properly hydrated. Speaking of water, the Gear Fit 2 is IP68 certified, so it's dust tight and water resistant. Now, I wouldn't go swimming with it, but if it starts to rain while you're on a run, or if you're profusely sweating, I wouldn't worry about it. There's 4 GB of onboard storage to store your music locally, and the Super AMOLED screen is bright, sharp, and great for the outdoors. Battery life has been decent. I was averaging 2 days of use before needing a charge. That's about 2 days shorter than the 4 that Samsung claims it can last. This put it in line with other smartwatches, but doesn't match other fitness trackers that can push a week before plugging in. But what I mostly like about the Gear Fit 2 is that it does notifications really well. I get any notification that comes in from my smartphone to my watch. Other trackers are very limited. It can only do certain ones with a lot less detail. With the Fit 2, I can respond to text messages, read a portion of my email, and select what notifications I want to come in or ignore. It gives you the best of what a smartwatch can do with all the fitness features. Alright, so here are my closing thoughts. The Gear Fit 2 is surprisingly a very good fitness wearable. It's stylish, it's comfortable, and accurately detects the activity that you're performing. It has built-in GPS for walks and runs, all while counting the steps you take. It automatically records your workouts and integrates that data into the S Health app. Now, the only downfall is that it's Android only at the moment, and Samsung's App Store has a very poor selection of health apps. Also, the Gear Fit 2 doesn't really stick out of the crowd or offer anything new or compelling. Now, for those of you looking for a wearable that works with both iOS and Android, the Fitbit Surge is a good option, or the Microsoft Fitness Band. They both have GPS. Now, for those of you who live and die by Android, the Gear Fit 2 is a great choice and offers all the features you want in a wearable, along with a good notification system. So that wraps up my Gear Fit 2 review. I want you guys to think of it in the comments below. Is this something you can see yourself buying for health-related needs? Anyways, that's my video. Thank you guys so much for watching it. If you enjoyed it, smash that like button. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. And as always, I will see you in the next video.